us all about this new pickup you have. It's a full hybrid, as I say, and it's reasonably priced, I would say.
Yeah, thank you for having me, David. Yes, a very affordable, very capable pickup. We're constantly looking at our customer base and the marketplace for opportunities, and we noticed that there's a huge opportunity for a very affordable pickup that's extremely capable, under $20,000 starting price, room for 5 adults, lots of storage space, very compact, very easy to maneuver. It's got about the same interior room as the Ford Fusion. And even at that price point, comes loaded with all kinds of interesting features. It's got an 8-inch touchscreen, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, Ford Pass Connect. It's got a modem. You can start the vehicle remotely. You can stop it. You can lock it, unlock it. Great stereo system. An EPA estimated mileage of 40 miles per gallon in the city, and all of that for under $20,000. So really excited to serve these customers who need this product that's at that price point with that kind of capability.
Yeah, it's a very interesting product, but I'm curious, with all the talk about electric vehicles right now, including from Ford, who's really moving rapidly into electric vehicles, why are you doing a hybrid? Why isn't this full electric?
Well, it's primarily the price point. All battery electric vehicles are still substantially more expensive to create than the internal combustion engines. And we're leaning way into our battery electric plans. The Mustang Mach-E is doing great. We're going to launch the Transit van later this year. That's E-Transit all electric. And of course, the all electric, F-150 Lightning that we launched just a few days ago, and has got great reception, great orders. So we're leaning all into it, but there will be room for other products that need to be at a much lower price point, like this one, where we wanted to do both. We wanted to create a very clean engine, a very environmentally friendly engine with the hybrid 40 miles per gallon, but also at a very affordable price for these customers. A lot of customers don't have that choice right now. They end up buying a used vehicle, and even the used car prices are now up to $22,000. So to offer a brand new vehicle that, as you're showing, can tow a 23-foot trailer at this price point is really exciting for us.
How do you make money on it at that low price point? I mean, you're manufacturing in Mexico. Is that part of it?
That's certainly part of it, but the bigger part of it is our scale. The platform that this vehicle is on is shared across multiple vehicle lines across the world. And some very clever engineering and clever manufacturing, and of course manufacturing in Mexico, makes all of that makes a viable business case for us to produce this vehicle.
Kumar, as you know so well, semiconductors are really hard to come by these days, including for Ford. We just had a conversation with the White House about their supply chain report out today. They want to invest something like $50 billion in semiconductors. Where is Ford right now in semiconductors? How much do you need? And will that $50 billion investment get you where you need to go?
So the investment you're talking about it'll take some time for that to get into the system, create the factories, and bring the supply online. In the short term, we expect second half to be certainly better than the first half. And then in terms of our inventories, June is probably going to be a really lean inventory month, but over the second half, we start to improve. We think by fourth quarter, it should be much improved. But there is some risk that it'll spill into early part of 2022 as well. But David, we're like every industry, and specifically the auto industry. We're learning from this experience. We're doing all kinds of creative things to keep our production running, and come out of it as a leaner company that knows how to work with much leaner inventories and still serve our customers the vehicles that they want.
How do you make sure you don't have this problem in the future? I mean, is there any thought at all that Ford might actually start making its own vertically integrated chip manufacturer, or have some other sort of relationship with the chip provider that would be longer term?
Yeah, in the long term, I think the fundamental issue here is, or the solution here is, all of us need to eliminate future vulnerabilities inside our supply chain. You can have this issue is like tier 3 or 4 for us. We buy a module from a certain company, that buy a chip from a certain company, that buy a wafer from a certain company, and it's those wafer manufacturers who are constrained. So a very thorough analysis of supply chain, not just for our chips, for even other future commodities that go into batteries, for example, is very, very necessary. So we're working with our supplier partners. We're working with, obviously, our MPNL team is doing a fantastic job. And then with the administration, in the investment in R&D and setting up some more capacity in the United States is going to be very, very important.